In 2022, fourth-generation Nebraska farmers, some working 600 acres of corn ready to come out of the ground, found themselves at the mercy of their machines. The weather window was 3 days. One farmer climbed into his John Deere S680 combine at daybreak, turned the key, and the console flashed a cryptic error code that brought the harvest to a dead stop. He called his dealer. The dealer told him the machine had received a software update overnight, automatic, pushed remotely. And somewhere in that update, a license flag tripped. The combine decided the operator was out of compliance. The machine was physically fine. The engine ran. The hydraulics held pressure. The header was calibrated. Hundreds of acres of corn were standing in the field, and a working combine would not move because John Deere's software said no. John Deere called it a software update. He called it something else. He is right. Let's be precise about what happened, because this was not a malfunction. Malfunctions are accidents. This was John Deere's Dealer Service Advisor system operating exactly as designed. A remote software update, pushed without operator consent, triggered a license compliance check tied to John Deere's Operations Center platform. The platform was overhauled in 2019. By 2021, John Deere made its telematics hardware a standard, mandatory inclusion for its connected fleet. Here is what that means in plain language. Your combine phone's home. Every hour it runs, it transmits data to Mullen, Illinois. Operating hours, GPS coordinates, fuel consumption, fault codes, and license status. John Deere built toward this model after attempting to acquire Precision Planting, a move the U.S. Department of Justice filed suit to block in 2017, alleging it would create a monopoly in high-speed planting technology. The deal died, but Deere had already internalized the strategic lesson. Data is the product. The machine is the delivery mechanism. When you buy a John Deere combine today, you do not own the software that runs it. You are purchasing a license to use that software. That license can be suspended remotely. During harvest, the Right to Repair movement forced John Deere to sign a memorandum of understanding with the American Farm Bureau on January 8, 2023, promising farmers access to diagnostic tools and repair manuals. That memorandum of understanding can be terminated by either party with 15 days' notice. It is a statement of intent. It is not a law. It has no judicial enforcement mechanism behind it. John Deere now sells a version of its Service Advisor diagnostic software directly to farmers and independent shops. What they sell you is a consumer-grade view. The high-level access required for deep system resets, the access that clears a license fault during harvest, remains inside the dealer-exclusive version. You can see the error. You cannot fix it. This is not an accident. This is a design choice. Case IH copied it. New Holland copied it. AGCO is building toward it. The entire precision agriculture industry looked at what Deere built and decided it was the future. Subscription fees, dealer-controlled diagnostics, remote lock capability presented as a feature, same field, different sticker. Modern John Deere combines run on a controller area network called CAN bus. Every sensor, actuator, and control module on the machine talks on that bus. The engine control module, the feeder house, the rotor, the cleaning shoe, all of it runs through the interconnected electronic control units. There are dozens. Those electronic control units accept firmware updates over the air. The dealer pushes them. Deere pushes them centrally. You, the operator, are not required to authorize them. When an update contains a license validation routine, it runs on the next ignition cycle. If a flag trips, for example, a billing record is wrong, a compliance check fails, or the server is unreachable in a dead zone, the machine throws a fault code. Specific codes like LC2 619.01 restrict or halt operation until a dealer authenticates to Deere's servers and clears the fault manually. You cannot clear it yourself. The fix exists. You are simply not allowed to perform it. That is not a technical limitation. That is a policy decision. Here is the alternative. Here is the iron that does not phone home. Pre-Tier 4, tractors. Generally, Models built before 2011 for large tractors and 2014 for utility units mark the last era without complex, software-locked emission systems. That transition, the EPA Interim Tier 4 rule for engines over 174 horsepower, and final Tier 4 for most power bands by 2014 through 2015 was the forcing function. Deere used the emissions redesign to move to fully electronic engine management. Before that cutoff, engines used mechanical injection. Examples include the Bosch P7100P pump in the Cummins 5.9 engine and the Stanadyne DB2 in older John Deere power plants. These pumps run on fuel pressure and mechanical timing, no electronic control unit, no CAN bus, no operations center, no license flag, no dealer laptop required to start your own machine. You can set the timing on a P-pump with a dial indicator and a wrench. Owners running these mechanical engines past 15,000 hours on original internals are documented routinely in diesel enthusiast forums across North America, a figure nearly unthinkable for their sensor-laden, software-dependent successors. Consider older John Deere models, the John Deere 4440, 4640, and 4840 series. These are the Iron Horse generation produced from 1978 through 1982. They have cast iron blocks, mechanical injection, and hydraulic systems you can rebuild with a seal kit from a local supplier. For combines, look at the John Deere 9600, produced from 1989 through 1997, and the 96110 Maximizer, produced from 1998 through 1999. These machines will harvest. They do not know what a software update is. The lifetime cost calculation is direct. A well-maintained 96110 sells at auction today between $41,000 and $65,000. A new S-Series combined with a full precision package now routinely costs more than $600,000. When the 9610 breaks, you fix it. When the S-Series throws a license fault during harvest, you wait for a dealer. Which machine is more expensive? The farmer locked out of his combine during harvest is not an edge case. He is a preview. Every operator who buys into the connected equipment ecosystem is accepting a kill switch on his own livelihood. Not hypothetically. It is in the operating agreement signed at the dealership. It is in the terms of service accepted when the machine was registered. It is in the telematics system that started transmitting the day the combine left the lot. You are not the customer. You are the data source. The combine is the meter. The exit is real. The iron exists. Buy the older machine. Learn the mechanical injection system. Find a shop that works on pre-Tier 4 equipment. The knowledge is in the forums, freely shared, because there is nothing proprietary left to protect. Opt out. The harvest window does not wait for a software patch. If you made it this far, subscribe. Every week, I cover the specific traps built into the equipment and systems that run American working life, and the specific exits that still exist.